You know Harry Maguire, don't you? You played with Harry Maguire. So he's a friend of yours.
Harry, yeah.
You know his strengths and his weaknesses as a player on the pitch. Could John Stones now be in the reckoning to be a starter for England alongside Harry Maguire, who I think is a given at this point?
Well, you look at the centre-halves that are out there in England now. If John Stones is playing week in, week out for Manchester City, you'd like to think he would go and cement himself in the England squad as well as a starter. He's certainly got the ability to do it. They're both excellent footballing centre-halves, which ultimately might suit England in international football, playing out from the back, starting attacks. But defensively, they need to make sure that they're sound as well. They could complement one another very well because he's a very athletic centre half, John Stones, and you could probably cover Harry with the legs that he possesses, and the physicality of what Harry possesses would benefit John Stones as well. So they have got a good partnership, but we'll just have to wait and see. The main issue is cementing their places in the side at club level and performing well.
Don't think that'll be an issue for Harry Maguire as captain of Manchester United. Played the most minutes of footballing of all the players in the top 5 divisions within Europe in the calendar year of 2020. But what do you reckon about that, JMO? If you were between the sticks, Stones and Maguire in front of you at a major tournament, is that what you want to see?
Yeah, I mean, there's an air of caution here because, as Bruce said, I mean, I'm not sure exactly how many games Stones has played in a row now, but I think it's about seven or eight, if you like. It's not a massive amount of games. Now, I'm a big fan of John Stones. I thought the criticism of him, especially last year or two, has been harsh. But again, when Manchester City aren't winning the title and there's defensive issues, then they're just going to find a culprit. And as I said, Laporta was essentially the golden boy in that Manchester City defence. Now it's Diaz, and Stones has come into that and added to that. So if he can maintain this, it's similar to the Henderson, I know we touched upon Henderson earlier on in the show, in goal for Manchester United. Henderson in goal for Manchester United regularly, Stones in Manchester City's defence regularly. Well, arguably, you've got your England goalkeeper and centre-half. You match that with, as you said, Manchester United's captain, Harry Maguire. That's a fantastic trio. There's some youth in that trio as well, and potential in all departments. I don't want to go too far ahead and say that England are going to win the Euros because of it, but it's a wonderful idea that you could have 3 players like that at the top of their game at 2 of the top clubs in England. One slightly better than the other at the moment, Manchester City.
Well, I'm just looking at the options, though, here, Brucey, for England. If we look at the first squad that was called up for the national team in August, so the first one of the season, Trent Alexander-Arnold, he's not going to play centre-back. Eric Dyer is an option. Joe Gomez, he's injured. We don't know if he'll be fit for Euro 2021. Michael Keane is an option. Harry Maguire was there. Tyrone Mings, Kieran Trippier, no. Kyle Walker has played at the back as a centre-back previously as well. But can you say that Stones will be better as a better option than Mings? As a better option than Michael Keane?
I think a lot depends on what style Gareth Southgate wants to play. I mean, I know he's toyed with 3 at the back. We've seen Connor Cody from Wolves come and play that central one as well. When you play Tyrone Mings, if you're going to play a 3 at the back, it gives you that natural balance on the left-hand side with his left foot. If they're going to play a pair, obviously Harry Maguire and John Stones, it's up for grabs, isn't it, really? It's up to the player themselves to go and grab the bull by the horns, and if they get the opportunity, grab hold of it and go and play well. And if they're playing, as I say, week in, week out for Manchester United and Manchester City, you would like to think they would go and get that chance and that opportunity, and it could bode well for English football moving forward.
JMO, your perspective on this, based on all the names we just mentioned, who could play in the centre-back position for England?
I think it's always there's a bit of a sort of confliction, if you like, that you have the best players in a certain position, especially when it comes to international selections that we're talking about, and how you make the best players become the best team. If you look at Mings and Jack Grealish, there's a relationship there which they will have day in, day out, which might be more preferable than John Stones and Jack Grealish. If you like Foden coming into the England frame, that might be more preferable to Stones and Foden. And again, as you say, the way that Gareth's going to play his system, whether those relationships in a club form relationship are as important when it comes to international. Because I know, obviously, like most international managers. Gareth Southgate is very pedantic about these things. So I think, and Brucey touched on it there, the best thing about this, you've named a lot of players there, and all of them arguably have deserved their England call-up for great performance. Cody from Wolves, if you like, as well. You put them in because of their quality, not just because we need to fill gaps. So Stones is going to have to work hard, first of all, to maintain that Manchester City place, but then to break into an England squad, because England, fortunately, have a very good defensive unit at the moment.
All right, one final talking point here, and this is something which we broached this